Hey, it's Bob Nagin, and in today's episode of Real Retail TV, we're going to talk about two really important things: inputs and outputs. So, if you watched last week's episode of Real Retail TV, you know that Susan and I spent a week in Florida. And I love vacation. It's just a chance to, or travel both, it's just a chance to re-energize and regroup and rest and, get myself ready for my work serving you. But one of the things that I thought about, that I contemplated while I was sitting in the sun, Susan was laughing at me because I'm just sitting there and she says, well, what are you doing? And I'm just thinking thoughts, right? But I was really contemplating this idea of why was I not feeling the juice, that creative energy that I normally feel? I'm fired up to serve you. Our mission is to serve you. And normally there's no shortage of motivation to serve you. But I was just really feeling kind of flat. And what I recognized while I was laying there in the sunshine thinking thoughts was that in this past year, I haven't gotten the input that I usually get. And what I recognize is that there's a balance between input and output. And that if I was going to come back and be all that I can be for you, I needed more input. Because the ideas that come in affect the quality of the ideas that go out. And the ideas that go out affect you, me, everyone. Zig Ziglar's got this great quote: inputs determine your outputs, outputs determine the quality of your life. So as I started to explore that, I started to recognize that I need to be, and I'm encouraging you to think about being very aware of the quantity and the quality of your inputs. Because if Zig Ziglar is correct, and I believe he is, input, output, quality of your life. So let's talk about that. What I recognize is that I need to be much more proactive about the quality and the quantity of my inputs so that I can serve you better. So let's talk about that. Inputs. What are the different kind of inputs that we all can use to remain motivated, remain inspired, get better ideas? So it's not just about motivation, it's about strategies, it's about tactics, it's about business, it's about life, it's about health, it's about relationships, right? What inputs do you need to get the outputs that you desire to build the quality of life that you want? If you haven't watched 2 weeks ago, the episode of Real Retail TV was called A Contrarian's View of Retail Success. And in it, I shared this idea that I believe that business success is not determined by annual volume or profit, or in the case of retail, number of stores. Been down that path. And it really didn't mean success for me. Success for me means freedom. Being able to do what I want, when I want, in whatever style I choose. So that becomes the ideal. That becomes my vision. And I have a very, very clearly articulated vision that I am 100% confident I will achieve, because I know where I'm trying to go. I know what I'm trying to do. Now I just need the inputs that are necessary to get the outputs that are necessary to determine the quality of life that I choose for myself. Inputs, books. Bill Gates says, readers are leaders. The Hall of Fame speaker, the great Les Brown, reads 30 pages a day, every day, non-negotiable standards. So, think about that. The wisdom of the ages is contained in books. If you want high quality input, read high quality books. It will elevate your game. Input, output, quality of your life. How about programs and products and, videos that you can find online? I can't tell you how many people I have talked to. I mean, we literally have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials from people who said they invested in the retail mastery system, and that input gave them the strategies, the tactics, the tools, and techniques that they needed to elevate their business. And here's the thing about high quality inputs is they may give you strategies and tactics, but they will also give you inspiration and motivation. So what information can you invest in or get for free that will give you those high quality inputs that you need to get the high quality outputs? And again, this is not about the retail mastery system, although I would encourage you all to invest in the retail mastery system. I have a friend who watches a TED Talk every morning. That's how they start their day. That's their high quality input that propels their day for them. So that's a wonderful, wonderful example of a high quality input that will lead to high quality output, which will lead to, a better life. And seminars, do you attend seminars? Do you buy, do you invest in seminars? Do you spend time and money going to seminars, either in person, I hope we get back to that, or online? High quality input, high quality outputs. And finally, I want to talk about masterminds. And you can start your own mastermind. You can find a mastermind of fellow retailers in your town. Find a mastermind of fellow retailers in your industry. If you qualify, join the Platinum Mastermind group. Masterminds are one of the greatest sources of high quality inputs. Why? Because you're in a mastermind to elevate your game. Everybody else in your mastermind is in that mastermind to elevate their game. So everybody's trying to pull each other up and make each other better. High quality inputs, high quality outputs, better quality of life, faster path to your vision for your business. So I just really want to encourage you to recognize, if you want to get where you want to go faster, you need to really, really be aware of the quality and the quantity of inputs that you are proactively bringing into your life and your mind. Now, I want to talk about one other thing real quickly, because there's a big mistake, and everybody is guilty of it. I know I certainly am. Is when I'm tired, when I'm frustrated, when I'm burned out, the good habits that bring the high quality inputs to me fall away. I'm tired, I'm grumpy, I don't want to do it. And this is actually the worst thing that you could do, right? When you are not moving forward with the speed that you want to move forward, it becomes even more important that you get high quality inputs, right? And I understand that we're all tired from this doggone pain in the ass pandemic. But I also want to encourage you to recognize that by letting your good habits around input, reading, watching real retail TV, participating in the masterminds that you belong to, that it becomes more important that you participate. It becomes more important that you get high quality inputs. Again, this is one of the things that I recognized when I was sitting there thinking thoughts is, yes, there's a reason I am not as excited, that I am not as on fire as I'd like to be. And it's because I wasn't proactively going out, finding and using those high quality inputs that are available to me. So the action item is to really sort of take stock of what are the inputs that you are engaging in right now, and what more inputs, are they enough to move you forward in a meaningful way? And if they're not, what other inputs do you need? Do you need to read more books? Do you need to watch more videos? Do you need to invest in programs? Do you need to go to seminars? I don't know what your circumstance is, but I know that if you feel stuck, or that if you're not moving forward as quickly as you would like, that it becomes a question of understanding inputs and going out and finding the right inputs to move you forward in a meaningful way. Again, from Zig Ziglar, your inputs determine your output determines the quality of your life. If there's one thing I want for you, is I want you to have the absolute best quality life. I'm Bob Nagan. I hope you found this helpful. We'll see you next week.